Hello there everybody, wee Paddy from across the shuck. And a wee quick video this morning. This is just a bit of channel fodder. This is some of the gear that I bought, some I've been given, some I've been sponsored by. So just a wee bit of everything here, just to let you know what's coming up. I've other things, as you know, in the pipeline, but I just needed to get these out and let you see them. And we'll have a wee quick first impressions. So I'm going to clear some off to the side and we'll run through them in the order that I want to. So I'm going to start with these. These are a company in the UK only, and they only do UK only at the minute. But these are called Verso wallets. And this company has sponsored the channel. They gave me these two wallets to use and review and let them know how they feel. Now, I've had them a few days now, a few weeks. I've carried this one quite a bit. This one here, if I just run through, there is a brown and red. They're exactly the same. These are RFID protected, which is absolutely super. I didn't realise that you could get your card cloned. You know the way these new cards, I've got them, you just, if it's under £30, you can skim it across and that's it done. Well, the RFID stops people coming past you with the same sort of machine and just reading your card. So I think that's a super idea. I didn't have it in my other wallet. I've carried the Das Offenmeer leather wallet, which is a really amazing wallet. Love this wallet, and still there, and it'll still be used. But when I've got my cards and I'm going out, this is what I'm going to take. Two, it is so thin. I have got 4 cards in here. I've got pictures in the back. I've got plasters. I've got a magnifying glass. I have money in the back here. Absolutely amazing. In the centre here, there's a little tab at the back, and you pull it, and you have 2 cards. That's where I keep my bank card, and this is the new Paddy potato peelers. I used to have stickers and they were rubbish. I've still got some, but you'll get a sticker and one of these whenever I send out anything in the post now. So I've got a whole batch of them there. There we are, sitting up here. Whole batch of cards all ready, and I'll send them out when you win something, or I'm doing giveaways. And maybe what I'll maybe do is with Zacks stuff and Big Red EDC over in the States, I'll send them some, because them 2 boys give away more than most, and they can give them away as part of their, it's only a wee card, don't get me wrong, but I can send them to them. 2 fellas are so generous, but they give swag out every time they're doing giveaways, so I can send them some and they'll give them out across in the States. So there you go, that's that. This wallet is lovely so far. I've carried it in my front pocket, I've carried it in my back pocket. I can't feel it. It is so thin. I don't carry a thick wallet anyway. About 4 cards is the maximum. I have a bus pass, a driving licence, a credit card, and another card, and just bits and pieces. So that's it. 2 of those, and I'll review them as this. I'll carry them for about a year, as I normally do, as long as they hold up and last, as long as I'm pleased with them. But and that's the back. You keep your money in the back there. But I think they're a beautiful wallet, very, very nice. This one at the front, it's just great because you can push this card up and you're not having to hook and poke for them. So, Verso wallets, be in the description. Just go to them on Instagram and you can order from there. Second, I was on AliExpress not so long ago, as I do at night time, and I was buying another knife and I ordered this. It was reduced from 16 to £8, and I thought, that sounds good, as you do in the middle of the night. It came completely battered. It actually came, I had to sign for it. £8 from China, right? So, and this is what I ordered. How nice is that? What a lovely colour blue. Stonewashed liners. G10. Really nice G10. Nothing £8 about it. It's just flipper tab. Flips lovely. It's called the Doom Blade. Look at that heavy stonewash on it. It really is. And there's a great edge on it. Great edge. And it says D2. Not a clue what it is in this earth, but let me see. If it comes like this, I'm happy enough. That's okay. That will just cut fine. Super job. So, I think it's a nice wee knife. I'll use it. I'll do a wee bit of a test on it. You know, my cutting test with cardboard. I'll do that and I'll let you know how it cuts. But £8, which is what, $10 on AliExpress. Super little knife. Quite thick across there. I mean, it's very, very comfortable in the hand. Very, very comfortable. It's a liner lock, good thick liner lock, well engaged, absolutely lovely. I just don't think you can do bad for £8. What a buy. Another one of those midnight buys, but this time it turned out good. I have bought some shockers in the past. Now, the next ones I'm going to show you is my friend across the water, and I know a lot of my channel's friends, but anybody who's new to my channel, this man has been such a help to my channel right from the beginning and right the way through. There's himself, and there's a couple of Jay the Knife Beater, Tony Meador. There's just so many people, but they're the sort of, they have given me so many precious gifts, and usually higher end and better knives than I had in the beginning, and I can never thank them enough. But I buy my knives off Love Them Knives. If you don't buy your knives off Love Them Knives, there's something wrong with you. He buys the knives, he sells them. He reviews them on his channel. He is the most honest person I know on YouTube. I would recommend him highly to anybody. And that's not just because he's so nice to me, but I buy my knives from him if I can see them. A lot over in the UK, especially if you're in the UK, he'll buy them, he'll post them, you just pay the postage. Do you know what I mean? Yes, it's going to be a wee bit dearer, but it's usually under what you're going to have to pay in the UK when they come here, if they come here. So anyway, I'd ordered a Kaiser knife from him, and it's the Zip Slip, which is the new version of the other one was a titanium version. This is a G10 model of the Zip Slip. The titanium model over here is about £147. So they don't have this over here yet, but this is about $70 in the US or somewhere around there. So I sent him over the money. He said he would get it for me and send it over, and he did as he said he would. It comes, there's all your gear in there. It's just bits of paper. I'll maybe go into that in detail. I haven't even looked at it myself yet, because when I got this knife, it hasn't been out of my hand since I got it. It just comes in. There's no pouches or nothing. This is Kaiser's, basics or a run off it. But look at that. Look at that for a modern traditional, because this is a Zip Slip, and this is a non-locking knife that is legal in the UK, which is why I wanted it. But let me tell you, much like, and I'm gonna say it, my Hinder is an amazing knife, right? This is not up to the power of my Hinder, but this is an extremely well made and thought out knife, much like the Hinder. A lot of the working aesthetics of this is the same as the Hinder, which just pleased me no end. Again, I've never had them in my hand. We haven't even got them in this country yet. But look at this for a grip. I can get 3.5 fingers. It holds on comfortably. So a medium large hand. But the forward choil, and this forward choil, you're not going to slip off it and onto the blade. When you put your finger in there, it's locked. It is not going anywhere. It doesn't need jimping. It's completely locked, and there you are. You have a lovely knife. It is in lengthwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3/4, say. So it's just a beautiful size EDC. The blade, the cutting length on the blade is just 2.5 inches, and it's just under 3 inches in total. So it's perfectly legal in the UK and absolutely beautiful. Now, it's funny, I was on Big Red EDC's channel this morning. I catch him sometimes. His Saturday night channel is on very early on a Sunday morning here. So I was up at 6 o'clock this morning. I was managed to catch him. And Geared to Review, yeah, I think that's what he's called. His channel is just a smashing channel. I'll put it down below, the name of his channel. But he was saying that he didn't like his and he'd sent them back because of the detent. There was something else he didn't like. But it's funny, I was said to him, I just got the knife and I absolutely love mine for the same reasons he didn't like his. And not just, this is the knife community. Isn't that great that you can have such differences? Now, one of the things he didn't like was, it was a very loose detent. And it is. It really just pushes over very easy. It's not there. But this is a knife where you're going to use with your finger up front. But much like my Hinder, which is the only other knife I have that does it. Look at this. Now, watch this. This would be called lethal with any other knife. Look. How well thought out is that? They have it thought out. If you're holding back, and if you're using this to do feather sticks, you want that reach. You can't do great feather sticks with a wee thing like that. That's no good. So, or whatever you're doing with your poking. So you can do that with a reassurance that if it slips, you're fine. Absolutely fine. Very few slip joints do it. Trust me. I'm from Ireland and we don't get them. But up there, it is never going to close on you on a month of Sundays because that is just completely so. What was to him, he didn't enjoy that. Personally, I think it was an added benefit. I don't have to worry. I can do it one-handed quite happily. And that's for the secondary slip. He didn't like that because it didn't go, it didn't sit up there, I think. Which, when you think of it, if it's going to close, I could understand why he wasn't, because most knives you'll get cut. But there you are, you're not going to get cut. You might get a wee nip and a blood blister, but you're not going to get cut, which is amazing. So I love this knife so far. It is so well made. It's not weight relieved. It's a wee bit heavier. Perfect pocket clip. Look at that. In fact, that's one of the best pocket clips I've actually used. It slips in easy and with a good depth, so it's not going to leap out. I personally like the pivots there. But it really is a lovely little knife. It's a good knife. You flick it out and then lift her up. One-handed, and again, it's nice and easy to do one-handed. Perfect. Well done, Kaiser. One of the best. Apart from my hinderer, that is the best action on a slip joint that I have. So, well done to Kaiser. So, that was lovely. I was over the moon that he'd sent it to me. Over the moon. But this is Lee we're talking about, and love them knives. Now, Lee, twice a month he'll have table sales, usually, where he's selling off knives that he's reviewed in the channel, or the people send him in to review, or people send him in to sell. He just helps the community no end. He's doing these steel testings, him and Kurt and Blade Banter, and oh gosh, come on, Stephen. Outpost 76. There's so many of them. Super Steel Steve. They're all doing tests, and I think it's wonderful they're doing it. But let's get back to Lee. He just, honestly, he spoils me rotten, so that's all I can say. He's like my sugar daddy. Except I don't quite fancy him. He's not that good looking, trust me. But here we go. Sorry, Lee, I just couldn't resist. He gave me a wee present as well, which he does far too frequently. Far too frequently. And look what he sent me. Now, this is probably one of the best CRKTs I have ever had. And that's saying something, because I like CRKT. I think they make a great product. Look at this. This is the CRKT Avant with copper washers, clip. It's just gorgeous. Carbon fibre was just inlaid on top there with G10 underneath. And listen, I want you to listen to this. Listen. That is just unbelievable. Now, look at that. That's a CRKT. That is the most beautiful blade shape, the most beautiful action, and listen to that. You have a crowned spine, and it's nearly mirror polished on the top here. It is just beautiful. Look at that. And you've got the way you can do it. You flick open as well. So look at this. I mean, everything about it just screams class. The only thing, and it's what you say about Kershaw, it's HCR 13 or 14. But I can sharpen, so that just doesn't bother me. This knife, it's a heavy big knife too. It's not been milled out on the inside. Sorry, the zip strip was. I don't know why I said it wasn't. But anyway, this is not milled out. This is quite heavy. I haven't weighed it yet because it doesn't matter. It's not that heavy that I wouldn't carry it. In the review, I'll let you know. There's a forward choil you can clip up on. Absolutely perfect. Now, that is an EDC for any posh bloke, isn't it? It really just is. Now, it's about $60, which, you know, for CRKT, that's quite expensive, but look at it. just look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous. So, Lee, I am over the moon with this. Really love it, really will use it, which is the most important thing about a knife that you're given. And I've used all these, so I am over the moon. I just love it. I think it's the nicest CRKT. I could listen to this. It's just a gem. So there we go. Excitable Paddy again. So he sent me that. And he also sent me, this is something that I didn't have, he sent me a wee cloth to clean my knives. That's a wee hint usually, because mine are bogging normally. He sent me this, which is just something that I will treasure as a service. Support our military and law enforcement. Now, I know this is from the States. Supporting Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. This is a Spyderco. I just love it. I just love it. And I give them so much stick, but look at this. Never give up, never give back, never back down. How lovely is that? I am blown away. Love it. Simple little thing like this, but as a military man, I love these things. I am over the moon, Lee. Thank you so much. That is a real gem of a gift. Now, I'm going to put that away, and you will be seeing that up at the front. This is going in at the front, so I'll get it. I'll set it somewhere in the front there, but it will be going, and it will be staying there. So, is that it? No, he also sent me this lovely lanyard, a square knotted, paracord lanyard. I have put it on my man bug. How good does that look on my man bug? Had to adapt it, but it's absolutely perfect. So it now means that I have got a 4-fingered grip on my man bug because it's square. It's just so comfortable. It just feels like a proper full-size knife. So, again, small present, but they mean so much. Thank you so much. So, I'm not going to bring everything all back out into the table. Needless to say, I'm over the moon. Thank you so much, Lee. And I'm looking forward. There's lots of things that are exciting to me to review. So there's quite a lot of things coming that need full reviews doing and new reviews. So I'm looking forward to the next few days. From me and the man bug, all the very best. Take care. Bye now.